Hi, my name is Keith Brooks, and on today's episode of Bean Dip Explains It All, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about Jurassic Park. So hold on to your butts, because the park is open, clever girl. Spoiler alert. There's going to be some dinosaurs. Yeah. Jurassic Park is a multimedia franchise that consists of movies, books, video games, toys, comic books, like Pogs, all of which center around the terrifying implications of what happens when man brings back to life long extinct dinosaurs. In 1989, while having dinner and discussing the script idea that would later become ER, Michael Crichton told collaborator, friend, and director Steven Spielberg about the idea for Jurassic Park. Bidding wars began for the movie rights to the upcoming novel. Warner Brothers wanted Tim Burton to direct. Columbia Pictures wanted Richard Donner. 20th Century Fox wanted Joe Dante. But eventually, the rights would wind up with Universal Studios and Steven Spielberg. The novel, written by Michael Crichton, is separated into 7 different sections, and is often seen as a cautionary tale about science and ethics. It further explores the idea of the chaos theory. Originally, the book was going to be told from a child's perspective, but people told him that was stupid. In the book, John Hammond is a ruthless billionaire who owns International Genetic Technologies, or InGen. After a few strange and mysterious animal attacks on the fictional island Isla Nublar, he gathers a team of paleontologist Alan Grant, paleobotanist Ellie Sattler, mathematician Ian Malcolm, a lawyer, and for some reason his grandkids. Because that's immediately what I think. Oh my god, someone's been attacked by a giant, ruthless prehistoric animal known for murder. Give me some children nuggets. They'll solve the problem. He takes them to Jurassic Park, where prehistoric animals have been recreated using damaged DNA found in gnats and ticks fossilized in amber. In the movie, it's mosquitoes. Gaps in the missing genetic code were filled in with avian, amphibian, and reptilian DNA. Who cares? Dinosaurs. There's a lot of differences between the book and the film. Some of the commonalities are the dinosaurs all break out, they're breeding when they shouldn't be breeding, there's corporate espionage, but the book has 2 T-Rexes and it's much more violent, much more violent. They kill everyone, everything. I don't care if there's a spoiler alert here. The book's been out for a long time. You should have read it by now. They blow up the island. John Hammond dies. Malcolm dies. At first, Crichton had no interest in writing a sequel, but then Steven Spielberg told him he should, so he did, because Steven Spielberg told him he should. Published in 1996 and named as an homage to the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle novel, The Lost World takes place 6 years after the events of the first one. Ian Malcolm, who was dead but isn't dead but surely was dead, is now the featured and main character as he returns to the production facility island, Site B, Isla Sorna. The book and the movie, again, are very different. In the book, they stay on the island. In the movie, they go all, we're back, and take dinosaurs to the city. Later, the 2 books were published together in Michael Crichton's Jurassic World, no relation to the upcoming movie. Well, I mean, it's kind of relation, because the upcoming movie is a sequel to the movies that these books were. Okay, they're like 6th cousins. In Georgia, where I live, they could get married and still like people would be like, ooh, that's dirty, but it's not illegal dirty. You know what I mean? The first film, directed by Steven Spielberg, is considered a classic and a groundbreaking milestone in CGI, or computer-generated images. It won 3 Oscars, grossed $914 million, was the highest-grossing film of all time at that point, is still the highest-grossing Steven Spielberg-directed film ever made, and was the highest-grossing Universal picture up until Furious 7, which was like a week and a half ago. You know what I'm saying? For the sound of the film, Spielberg personally invested in the creation of DTS, a company specializing in digital sound formatting. The cast includes Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Samuel L. Jackson, B.D. Wong, Wayne Knight, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough. Stan Winston created the animatronic dinosaurs. Paleontologist Jack Horner was the supervisor of design. ILM did the digital work, and Phil Tippett was originally hired to do the stop motion. However, when it was suggested that the dinosaurs be done entirely digital, Steven Spielberg asked to see a prototype. Upon seeing the first test footage, he turned to Tippett and said, "Looks like you're out of a job." To which Tippett replied, Don't you mean extinct? A quip that was later used in the movie itself. Most of the dinosaurs in the film are actually from the Cretaceous time period, and the production company spent $65 million on a marketing deal with 100 companies to license over 1,000 different products, including McDonald's dino-sized meals. And a cool little tidbit, the mosquito in John Hammond's cane literally was over 1,000 years old. After the release of the film, the dinosaurs of Jurassic Park began touring, and the popularity of the film led the Toronto NBA team to adopt the name the Raptors. The film adaptation of The Lost World, Jurassic Park, was released in 1997 and directed by Steven Spielberg once again. It starred Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, Vince Vaughn, Pete Postlethwaite, Camilla Bell, Richard Attenborough, and Peter Stormare. The third one was released in 2001 and directed by Joe Johnston. It tells the story of a divorced couple who trick Alan Grant into coming back to the island. Well, not that island. We're back on Island B, the island that he's never been on, so it's not him coming back to the island. The divorced couple's child has been lost on this island for like 8 weeks, all Hatchet style. I mean Hatchet the book, not Kane Hodder murdering people, though that would be a great movie. Just like Kane Hodder killing dinosaurs. A trilogy of young adult books were actually written by Scott Clinton to describe the young boy's time alone on the island with the dinosaurs. And one of them even ends up at Universal Studios. The film starred Sam Neill, Laura Dern, William H. Macy, and Téa Leoni. And instead of a T-Rex, they chose as their main antagonist a Spinosaurus. And Joe Johnston says that during production, the script was never finished. The upcoming Jurassic World is an homage sequel to the first, largely ignoring the events of the second and third film. The film stars Chris Pratt, Vincent D'Onofrio, B.D. Wong, Judy Greer, Bryce Dallas Howard. Directed by Colin Trevorrow, the film takes place 22 years after the original Jurassic Park. To spike guest attendance, they create a new genetic hybrid creature known as Indominus Rex, because, you know, living, breathing dinosaurs lack that wow factor. The film is anticipated to be the first of a new trilogy. Now, there are a Triceratops dump worth of Jurassic Park video games, and here they all are, but I'm gonna highlight just a few of them. The Sega Genesis game, created by Blue Sky Software, features 2 playable modes. One, you can play it as Dr. Alan Grant, and the second, you can play it as a Velociraptor. 1999 saw the release of the PlayStation title Warpath, Jurassic Park, a fighting game about Jurassic Park modeled after Tekken. Telltale Games, who creates the Game of Thrones games and the Walking Dead games, released their own episodic version of Jurassic Park. There's the upcoming LEGO Jurassic World, and in 2001, Universal's Theme Park Adventure was released for the GameCube and featured a Jurassic Park segment. Every single Universal Studios theme park has a Jurassic Park exhibit and ride. In California, there's a section of the ride that takes you through these river rapids and you see a boat destroyed. But since 2014, if you look close enough, you can see a shredded and mauled Mickey Mouse hat, an acknowledgement to their neighbors and rivals. Jurassic Park comics have been published by the now defunct Topps Comics, IDW Publishing, and this one right here is by Dark Horse Comics. And there are a lot of toys. Here are my top 5 Jurassic Park sequels I would love to see. Number 1, Jurassic Planet. But it's all about dinosaurs taking back the planet. You go to New York and there's like trees and crap everywhere and it's just dinosaurs roaming free and all majestic like. Number 2, Jurassic Planet Part 2. Now, there's some humans that survive Jurassic Planet Part 1 and they still have space technology. Just go with this. So they put all the dinosaurs like in a rocket capsule, like Noah's Ark styling, and they send it to outer space to go to another planet. Just a rocket ship filled with dinosaurs eating each other. Of course there would have to be crew members on the ship that of course would have to be eaten. I mean, it could be Samuel L. Jackson. I'm tired of all these dinosaurs on this space shuttle. Number 3, Jurassic Planet of the Apes. Do I need to say anything else? Number 4, Jurassic Parks and Recreations. Just give me a movie, an office comedy with Chris Pratt and a Velociraptor. Hey, who ate my sandwich? It was clearly marked for me. Charlie, did you eat my sandwich? Number 5. I don't have a title because me and Trevor were just talking about it and laughing, but just Kane Hodder killing dinosaurs. Like, not in a cruel way, like the dinosaurs are all criminals. So that way we don't feel guilty about it. Thanks for watching. If there's anything you want explained, leave it in the doobly-doo.